Alright guys, Skattosan here. I'm using a new mic that clips to your tie, but it doesn't really work unless it's like in my mouth. And I'm not clipping it to my mouth. Anyways, so I wanted to come and make a video at 3:18 in the morning after doing one load of laundry. Yeah, one load of laundry. Folding all the laundry that I haven't folded yet. And I came upon something that I felt the need to share. And that is that I'm on the verge of something great. And so many of you know what it is. I've shared it so many times already. Of course, yeah, it's related to Kendo and Iaido and swordsmanship and giving that to the lives of other people. And I just want to share a small piece of that and what my plans are. So, my epiphany as I was folding laundry, thank God, was that I'm not looking to make money. Obviously, I think I have to make something. I have to have some sort of an income from training people. I don't, if it was possible for me to survive and provide for my family without doing that, which obviously when you put in provide for my family, that means you're reaping rewards, so it's not possible. Um, Realistically, you should never seek to gain when you're giving a certain kind of medicine to people, which I believe. And so it's been really hard for me to get things rolling in a society where you need money to survive. And if there's plenty of people out there that have been um, pioneers in showing that you don't need that. But anyways, um, it's normally for people who are single and are doing their own thing in their own life. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm doing what I need to do for right now. Um, and to get back on track, I am so full of energy and emotion when it comes to what it is that I've written down. Um, to add to my huge array of knowledge that I've been putting down on paper. Um, it's basically relating to Kendo and Iaido in a way that the student is getting more than just training. So I've been thinking about how to give more, how to give back more, rather than just give them a place to train and new skills with a sword, and that's it. I'm not saying that that's all that Kendo and Iaido gives in the dojo, across the nation, worldwide, and maybe on other planets. Okay. I'm saying that I think that instead of expecting the student to come up with all of the funds for all the materials needed, that increments throughout a year or even more, that the student basically gets the stuff either paid for or provided for. Almost like a, almost like a, kind of like if you go to like Starbucks and you have like a punch card or a sticker card where they put a sticker on there for every time you get something, and then at the end of filling in all those stickers or getting all the holes punched, yeah, that you get something like milestones. So I was thinking about how to incorporate that, and I'm scared to even share this because I want this to be my unique idea that I use in my dojo. And then once I have this like idea completely like engulfed and patented or whatever, that takes to make it my thing, then I go out and I share it. So it's really hard for me to share information because of what society deems as, what's the word, is it mental property? Intellectual property. Patents. And in my mind, all that stuff has always been there. The people who found out, things about math, science, and all that. They've always been there. It just took us to get to a certain point to observe it, which is kind of where I have that catch-22. I have an issue with that drawback, my need to hold on to all this information because I don't want anybody else to use it before I'm ready to use it myself. So that's hard. It's very hard. I just want to share it with everybody, even though I haven't even shared probably over 50, 65, 70% of what it is that I have written down and just jotted and made finite by having put in my thoughts, my epiphanies, my emotion behind everything that I've written, inscribed, drawn. I have to give thanks to, essentially I should give thanks to Bruce Lee's son. Because I saw a video where he's like, I really like going back and reading what my father wrote in his journals and his like side notes and stuff. And that got me thinking about journaling again, about getting back into what it was that I was so heavy in. Writing. I wrote everything. Most of the time when I was writing, it was because I was single. I was in a lull period, or I was in a period where I knew I was on the verge of something. Something great, something paramount, something that was changing. And I feel that now. I've always felt that. And I think I'm finally in the direction that I can't stop. Like, there's so much momentum behind what it is that I've done up until this point, that even if I was to, like, say, fall off the face of the earth, I want to say that it's going to continue on. I don't know how long it will continue on, or how much of what it is that I've jotted down, for instance, would become the light for someone else. But I will just say that Ira, one of my retainers, fellow Kohai, he would probably be getting most of my stuff, journal-wise, because I think he's thirsty for knowledge, he's thirsty for understanding, he's smart as keen, he's one of my best students. All my students are actually really good, I have to be honest. They each have their own personality behind the sword when they're dueling and test cutting, and I really enjoy having trained them, having watched them grow into the young men that they are. I haven't really had much, what's the word, experience. Haven't had very many female students, which I think is kind of surprising. Since it's like one of the sports that is like predominantly like equivalent, essentially. That there's so many women that participate that there's actually like a women's section of Kendo, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm looking forward to having not necessarily like a co-ed group. I think it will have co-ed aspects, but it gets it to the point where it's not just co-ed. That there will be a co-ed section, and that it's so big that they compete in multiple different sections and have the opportunity to, train and spar and essentially compete against members of the opposite sex. I think that would be really exciting and leveling the playing field for making things equal for everyone involved. So, gosh, I've been ranting for 10.5 minutes. So, I'm excited. I'm really excited. Um, like I said, I just want to spill my beans. I want to share so much more. I think I will share a little more. So some of the things that I was thinking about for fighting in milestones are some of the most important pieces of training. I also think that I need to keep, and the way that I'll be able to do that is by keeping those funds specifically allocated for that business. Because what comes in through the students to that organization, business, that it would go right back into the students. I feel that that would be what would be best. Because without that, without giving it back, or at least having like a slush fund to help make things happen, it would fail. Now, this is probably one or more of those situations where it's that might be the case for a while, and then it would grow to a point where I could, like, say, take a bonus check for myself at the end of the year, possibly, so that I can, maybe upgrade my armor, or I don't need to do a Yaido. I love this thing. I'm sure I've shown you guys already. Keep it right back here with this other sword that I'm trying to turn into an Yaido. 9 Circles, UK. Look them up. One of the best swords I've ever owned. Obviously, not for cutting. Okay, it's a Yaido, not sharp. But yeah. So I think that what I want to do, what I want to give back, is knowledge. So books. Okay, but not just like, okay, the way I want to do it is they'll have homework. They will have something to take home. So like I'll type something up, I'll quote it, obviously, so it's not plagiarized or what have you, but give them something, pieces of something, and then at the end of the session, the season, the year, or however it is that I break it up, only per year. At the end, they'll have that thing. So, but instead of like them just keeping all of, like, say, the quotes at the end of that session, at the end of their anniversary of having started that thing, that book, that whatever, that they're given a free copy on the house from the business. I think that would be I think that would be good. But not just that. I think that gear. Okay? Obviously, I think that they should purchase their own gear. That's what I did. That's what everyone else has done. I highly doubt that there's been, I'm going to say, under 10% people who have been bought gear by someone else as a gift. well, I guess I'm part of that 10% because I've given away swords to brethren, and I've helped people make swords so that they can train tokens and whatnot. I think I just patted myself on the back, so please forgive me for not being humble. I want to spread that though. I want to spread that yearn for giving, that desire for spreading happiness, this really true internal feeling that I miss. I haven't done it in a while. I really feel like a lot of things have been put on the back burner, but I know I'm in motion, so I haven't lost faith. I can see it. I can almost touch it. I can taste it. It's right there. Right at the tip of my tongue. Now I just need to chew and swallow. In any case, we're surpassing 60 minutes of video, so thank you for listening. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, criticisms, feel free to contact me. I will get back to you. Give it some time. If I don't answer right away, know that I have a life, I have work, I have a family, and a son. Okay, so don't be upset if I don't get my back to you. Again, thank you. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. You guys need anything? Ask. Ja mata.